after these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
Back to Mixon on first down. Muscles him off. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right of the yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The LSU connection. Burrow to chase for the Cincinnati first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
12, 12, 12. 11, Thomas. Stop.
Now Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone.
Ready? 19, 18. Ready?
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. McPherson on for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
19 tight, 19 tight. 79 Broncos. Ready.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. On 4th down, here's Cameron Johnston on to punt for Houston. Back deep, Daxton Hill. was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead, and taking it right down Broadway. Across midfield. He's on his way. Joe Mixon. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. (21-0) our score after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Pierce will try to pick it up, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. 19 First down, Houston.
They go again with Pierce. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Play action. Stroud now. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Hand off left side, Pierce.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, how about of the coverage we just saw him break out on third down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Here we go. 11, 12, 12.
First down. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
11.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows it a win for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Here's Sims now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not
going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud taking a shot for Dell here. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Bell. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Herb Smith Jr. as the first half is winding down.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Ready?
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Ready? 19, Tiger, not Dragon 60.
Final play of the half. Stroud taking a shot for Dell here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone.
They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. Picked up by Jordan Battle.
I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they'd built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
That's good. For a Cincinnati 11.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
12.
Back to Mixon on second down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 164 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Mixon. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
12. Stop.
Here's Mixon, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Simms going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. And they're going to speed things up here. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
On the return is Jones. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans get a bit closer. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
11 MT. 11 MT, tape. 11,
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 172 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Mixon with a 1st down carry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Play action. It's Burrow. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Here we go. At the 39-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11, Thomas.
Burrow will throw. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mixon again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bengals start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 3rd and 1. Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Here's Stroud. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painting the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Pierce is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he got in on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The Texans may have recovered. They did recover. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
On second down, here's Mixon. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Third and 5.
11.
Burrow on play action.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Again on second down, it's Stroud.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And now here is another interception. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Second and 10. And Stroud now to throw.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
On third down, here's Pierce.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line, not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
A desperation heave for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going.
They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say